What's up guys, Chaz here, bringing you the first exclusive training video just for the VIP group. Now today I'm going to dive into the #1 tool that I use for my RA. Now if you're new to the ballgame, RA stands for Retail Arbitrage. This is going into retail stores such as Target, Toys R Us, Walmart, etc., picking up items from there and then flipping them for a profit on Amazon or eBay. Now, as a newbie, we all do the same thing. We walk into a store, we go straight to the clearance aisle, maybe we find a thing or two, but then we waste hours blindly scanning items. So when I first heard about Brickseek, this thing, I kid you not, was the best tool I have added in to help us not only speed up our process of RA, but to make profits. So when I first heard about Brickseek, it kind of blew my mind and I didn't understand how to use it in the beginning, and that's why I want to make this video for you. Now with Brickseek, instead of wasting hours blindly scanning products inside of stores, you know ahead of time what you're going in for, how much you're going to pay for it, what you're able to flip it for, and you're able to get in and get out. I personally don't spend more than 20 minutes at a time in any retail store right now. And at the time of this video being recorded, we have done about $4,000 net profit after fees, shipping, buy cost, just from items that we have picked up with Brickseek. Now Brickseek has just a tiny learning curve just to kind of see how the system works and to learn how the stock system works. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Now Brickseek as a whole is free if you want to use just the generic. It shows you basic clearance items, stuff that you can maybe find locally. Now with the free basic membership, I recommend you just play around with this one just to get used to the system. You really can't do a whole lot with it, and I actually used it for maybe a day. And then I decided, you know what, this is an awesome tool, I'm going all in. So I personally use the Extreme Deal Hunter. Now which membership you want to use is just dependent on how much you want to go out and source with it. I'm not going to tell you to pay 30 bucks a month for something you're going to touch once a week. This has to become a consistent tool that you use. I personally sit down and use this every single morning. So let's talk about these two memberships real quick. 10 bucks versus 30 bucks. What's the difference? These inventory alerts are crucial, guys. I'll show you on the back end how this works, but you can actually set an alert to be emailed when a specific product comes out of stock, goes out of stock, or the price changes. Local inventory checker is one of my favorites. You can actually check specific stores in your region, and I'll show you how to use that on the back end. Also with the premium dashboard, you can see up to 75 of the top trending products, and with the extreme, you can see up to 150. Same thing with the most popular products being searched. You can see 100 with the premium and 200 with the extreme. So that's the difference between the two. Again, you can start with the free one if you want to, play around with it, see what's going to be the best fit for you. I in no way am affiliated with this website or receive any commissions on referrals. I just love it and I wanted to share this with you guys. So now that I'm logged in, everything I'm going to show you is based on the Extreme Deal Hunter package because that's what I have. So you may not have access to some of the items I'm going to show you right here. But with the free one, it's very easy to use, and I'll show you that real quick. So on the main homepage, just click on Start Saving Today. This is going to bring you to the basic page that's open for anyone to use. So you can see the top stores I can check are Target, Walmart, Office Depot, and Lowe's. I can tell you from experience, Office Depot and Lowe's, you're not going to find a whole lot of stuff. The main ones are going to be Target and Walmart. If you have a specific niche or category that you are in, you can search based on that. You can search with one keyword. And if you scroll down here, we're going to find the basic outline of how all of this works. So here is Brickseek 101. Rule number 1 about Brickseek: we do not talk about Brickseek to employees. Walmarts and Targets are not a fan of people knowing where there may be glitches in their system or where there's pricing errors, price drops. So these retail stores will not use Brickseek as a price match guide. So if you see an item and you say, well, Brickseek has it for $10, they are not going to price match that. Brickseek is only a tool that you use to find these treasures, and it's your job to go in there and find them. So tip number 1, the number that you see here is as low as. This means it is the lowest price that has been found throughout the entire US. This does not mean that every store is going to be marked down this low. It's going to bring us to the main page. It's going to show that the normal price is about $1.29. The lowest price that's been found in the US has been 41 cents. Shows you the SKU, which store we're looking at. We're going to hit check inventory, search, And here's a cool part, what they started doing too is they will actually show, most of the time it's pretty accurate. So a cool part you can do is actually just click on that and it takes you straight over to the listing itself, so you can kind of eyeball the Keepa chart, which if you don't have the Chrome extension Keepa, I recommend it, because as you can see it will pop up right here and it will show me the history on here. So now we can see that based on the pricing, just because these are priced at over $148 doesn't mean they're selling, because you can see right here there are no sales going on. So that's a really handy way to have that button you can click on, go straight to the Amazon listing, do a little bit of research on it, and determine if it's something you want to look into. Option number 2, and this is the one I personally like to do, is I will actually just take this UPC and just punch it right into my Amazon seller app. That way I can go ahead right ahead and see my fees and all that good stuff. So now, because we search by zip code, if we scroll down, this is going to show us the price and quantity at the different stores in our area. So let me cover the stock real quick because it's very important. Yellow, limited stock. Most of the time, you may find one in here. Just because it shows 0 doesn't mean it's 0. Limited stock might mean it's a display model. It might mean they have one stored in the back somewhere. This is where you go up to an employee and say, hey, I'm looking for this item. You can give them the UPC code and they can search it on their little handheld and it will pop up on their end and it might show where it's located. Now, keep in mind, this right here is going to be very hit or miss. I've seen a 50-50. Sometimes they have one, sometimes they don't. That's okay. Green is the one we are looking for. This means it is fully in stock, has not been picked up yet and checked out the system. And I have found that this right here, this number is extremely accurate. Now keep in mind, just because you go see a shelf that doesn't have these on it doesn't mean they don't have them in the store. These too can be stored in the back somewhere, and sometimes you have to find the right employee who's motivated enough to help you that's going to go find it. And let's be honest, sometimes you get employees that will just say, nope, we don't have any, and that's fine. You just come back the next day, try to find somebody else. Now, if this is red, which we'll probably see in this video, you'll see that that is actually completely out of stock. It is not in that store. There have been cases I've run into where it does show red out of stock, and I still find 1 or 2 in the store, so keep that in mind. But for the most part, we're looking at how many are in stock and what the price is. So we can see right here, my local Walmart here in McMinnville might have one stored for 30 bucks. Now for me personally, in my buying habits, I'm not going to purchase this even if it was at $30 because I already looked at that Keepa chart and it's showing there are no sales happening. And then we can see down here that the normal average price is going to be $64. So when you see a green asterisk number here, that just shows that's the lowest price that's currently available in your area. Another thing to keep in mind, guys, is the fact that Walmarts and Targets vary state by state. So while they may be $30 here, your state might only be as low as $64. So this is where your alert will come in handy. You can add product to watch list, and you'll see when I'm logged in, there will be a button that says add to alerts, and that will alert you via email when the price drops or when it changes, because sometimes it does go back up, as well as if they get more in stock or this 2 can become a 0 or a 1. So it alerts you on all those things. So this is the basics of how Brickseek works. Now let's dive into the back end of the Extreme membership and I can show you some of my favorite ways to use this. So now that I'm logged in, I'll show you guys just a very basic overview, and there will be more training videos specific to using each one of these. Today I just want to cover the basics for you. Number 1 is going to be Premium Dashboard. This is where I hang out most of the time because it's going to show the trending price drops, the most popular searches, as well as the local markdown. So everything's kind of just on one homepage here. Premium Forums, they have private forums where you can chat with other people. People are sharing deals all the time, so that's a great place to go hang out. Specifically today's price drops, if we click on Walmart, this will show all the prices that are dropping on items today. Popular searches is just going to be the most popular searched on the entire Brickseek site. Local price drops is a very powerful one, which I love. So starting with those local price drops, I'm going to click on Walmart, enter my zip code here. This is my closest Walmart to me, and I usually filter out the out of stock because I really do not need to see those. Now if I scroll down, these are the current products and the prices that I can find in that specific Walmart. So now you guys can see the power in using the local search, because instead of going into my Walmart and blindly checking aisles, I'm able to go in there and snipe out exactly which deals I'm looking for. So if we take this one as example, I see that this is $15. There might be one in stock, there might not. So I'm going to check this out. So first thing I want to do is I want to check out what the sales history looks like to see if this is even going to be worth buying. And of course, being Lego, almost everything Lego is going to be selling like hotcakes. As you can see, even Amazon is on the listing for $42. Now, if I can find this cheap enough, I will absolutely go head to head with Amazon because they will share the buy box if I price with them. History checks out, so I want to look more into this product and see if I can find it. So I'm simply going to hit search inventory on my zip code. And once I scroll down, again, the green means that this is the lowest price I will find. Now, my local Walmart might have one, so it's worth checking into at $15. So now I just plug this into my Amazon Sellers app. One, make sure I'm not restricted, and two, I kind of want to see what my fee breakdown looks like. And after checking, I can see I am unrestricted in Lego. I'm able to see about $30 after fees and shipping, so at a $15 buy cost to make $15, I absolutely would want to get this. Now I go through and I check, and I can see that these are out of stock pretty much everywhere except for the Springfield location, which is 80 miles away. Is that a great deal? Yes. Is it something I want to go drive for hours and hours and hours? No. Now, fortunately, in my position, here's what you can do too. I have family that lives in Springfield, so I shoot a text over to a family member, say, hey, there's a specific Lego, 2 of them, could you go to Walmart and check these out for me? So if you have family, friends, if you want to hire employees to go check some of this stuff out, you absolutely can do that. So that's the basics of how I check out my items. And this was just based on a local Walmart. Let's just look at the main one. And this was based on the local search. So let's just go to my favorite, which is Premium Dashboard. I want to see the most popular searched items. At the time of this video, coming up into Q4, the Spark Kitchen, if you're in the group, you already know how great these are going to be for flipping. So I'm going to hit search inventory, and I want to see where these are and if I can get my hands on them. So as we can see, these are sold out, sold out, sold out. Sherwood, about 30 minutes away, has 2 of them in stock. I actually happen to know the manager of that one, so I'm going to shoot him a text. Again, guys, connections are key. And this Salem location actually has 4 of them. So if I were to look at these 2 scenarios and say which store would I take the time to go to, it's definitely going to be this one. And I actually right now have my sister on her way to go pick these up. Now, being such a hot Q4 item, obviously this is going to be out of stock most of the time, but what I do is I come up here, add product to watch list, and this will now send me alerts. Anytime that they come in stock or anytime that the price changes, I will get an email on that. So that's one of the popular searches. If we come back into members area, premium dashboard, we can look at the Walmart trending. Trending are going to be some of the newest items that are just working their way through the system. Trending items are going to be some of the newer items that are just working their way through the system. The newer items are not going to be dropped too low in their price, so these are ones that you want to come back and check. And something I just recently started doing, I recommend, is you can actually come in here and copy and paste this link. Right here is your copy, and you can put this into your own notepad and have your own list of the items to keep an eye out for. So let's say that you have an item that you picked up RA style, and you want to know where you can get more of them or which stores have them in stock, but they're not on Brickseek. I'm going to show you how to do that. You're simply going to come up to inventory checker. I'm going to check on an item at Walmart. You can take the SKU number if you find it through the Walmart website or the app. I'm actually just going to use the UPC number. Once I have my UPC in, my zip code, I hit search. So here is the Lovabella, which obviously is going to be a hot Q4 item right now. So I want to see where I can find more of these. And bingo, I see that my local one just down the street is sold out because I personally bought those yesterday. But here I can see I have plenty of them in stock in these various Walmarts, all within an hour drive. So here I can personally hop in my car, go pick these up, or if you want to work a little bit smarter because your time is best spent doing other things too. If you have family, friends, if you have a part-time employee you want to pay 12 bucks an hour, you can send them to go out and pick these up for you. And you could do this with any item with a barcode that is sold at Target or Walmart. So there you have it, folks. That was the basic way to use Brickseek. There will be more training videos made on Brickseek to show you more in depth some different tricks you can use with each of those. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you on the next one.